Hello everyone, this is Andrew from Crown Academy of English. Today we're doing an English grammar quiz. So, this is an English grammar quiz. There are 12 questions, and for each question there are 4 choices, and only one choice is correct. I will give you the correct answers at the end of the quiz. Okay, so not after each question, but at the end of the complete quiz. So let me give you an example. So here is an example question, and I'll give you 10 seconds. So the answer of this question is, the answer is C, slowly. He drives very slowly. Okay, so this is the adverb slowly. Okay, so are you ready? Let's start. So here is question 1, and I'll give you 15 seconds for each question. Okay, question 2. So for question 2, Mark says this, and then Jane replies with this. So the answer is going to be here. Okay, I'm now going to give you question 3. And I'll give you 15 seconds. Okay, we will now move on to question 4. Okay, ready for question 5? Okay, and question 6. Okay, question 7. Okay, we'll now look at question 8. Okay, we'll move on to question 9. Okay, and now the last 3 questions. Question 10. Question 11. And the last question, Question 12. Okay, so I hope you have answered all of the questions. That is the end of the test, no more time. And I am now going to give you the answers with a very short explanation for each question. Okay? So here are the questions again. So, question 1. The answer is C. Mark lives in a large house near the school. Lives. So this is the present simple, and it is the third person singular. Lives. So the third person singular, the present simple, there's a letter S at the end. Okay? So the other answers are not right. Question 2, it was a dialogue, a conversation. Mark said, "Let's go to the cinema tonight." And Jane says, "Good idea. What film shall we watch?" Shall we watch? Okay, so shall, we use shall to make an offer or suggestion about the future. And in fact here it is the question of an offer or the question of a suggestion about the future. Okay, so that's the use of shall, and the other answers are not right. We can't say will for this. Will doesn't make sense. We use shall for a suggestion or an offer. Question 3. I will call you as soon as I arrive at the hotel. As soon as I arrive at the hotel. Answer B. So as soon as means immediately when. Okay, so immediately when I arrive at the hotel, I will call you. Okay, so I won't wait. When I arrive at the hotel, straight away, immediately, I will call you. And the other answers don't make any sense. Until doesn't make sense. Since makes no sense. And unless does not make sense here. Okay, so as soon as means immediately when. Question 4. If I had more money, I would buy a car. I would buy a car. So this is an example of a conditional sentence. And more specifically, it is a second conditional. Okay? And if you don't know what the second conditional is, then I will give you a link to a lesson about the second conditional in the description of this video. Question 5. So the answer is, having lived in Sweden for 10 years, I am used to the cold weather. Having. Okay, so having lived. So these two words together. Having lived. So lived here is a past participle. So having lived is an example of a participle clause. Participle clause. And specifically, it is a perfect participle. And we use it to emphasize the fact that this action happens before this action. Okay, so I lived in Sweden before, which means that now I am used to the cold weather. Okay, so we just use it to emphasize the fact that this is before this. Okay, so it's a participle clause, a present, a perfect participle. Question 6. So the answer is, do you think it's going to snow tomorrow? So this is a question. Do you think it's going to snow tomorrow? Answer A. So going plus an infinitive is used to describe an action in the future. So it's an example of a future tense. Going plus the infinitive. So we have going plus the infinitive to snow. So to is part of the infinitive, to snow. Snow is a verb here. Okay, so do you think it's going to snow tomorrow? So do you think, yes, do you think it's going to snow tomorrow? So it's asking a question about the future. Will is wrong because we have it's here. You can't say, do you think it will snow tomorrow? If we want to use will, we must say, do you think it will snow tomorrow? So this is wrong because we have it's, and shall is wrong as well. And going is wrong because we must have an infinitive, going to snow. Question 7. I go to the gym twice a week. Twice a week. So twice, the word twice, it means 2 times. 2 times. Twice. And a week, this is the period of time. A week. So we could say a month or twice a day. Okay, so the whole thing, twice a week, describes the frequency of something. So we must have the indefinite article here, a week. We don't say twice week. Okay. We could say 2 times a week if we wanted, but that is not one of the options. Okay, we could say 2 times a week, but this is wrong. And this is wrong. We don't say 4 a week. Question 8. I'm busy tomorrow, so I can't come. I can't come. Answer A. So can't is the negative of can. Can't is the contracted form, apostrophe T. So it's the correct negative form of can. And of course we use can to describe possibility. So in the negative it means that it is not possible for me to come. I can't come because I'm busy. Okay? Number 9. You smell nice. What perfume are you wearing? What perfume are you wearing? So this is the present continuous form, and it is the question. It's a question form in the present continuous. And we use the present continuous because we are talking about now, right now. What perfume are you wearing? We're not talking in general here. We are talking specifically about the perfume that you're wearing now. Okay, so let's look at question 10. Okay, so question 10. I'm having a party tomorrow. Do you want to come? Do you want to come? So first of all, in this question, do we use come or go? Well, we use come to describe future movement towards the speaker. So that's why we use come and not go. Okay, and we use to come and not just come because the verb want takes the infinitive. So after want, we must have an infinitive, to come. Okay, do you want to come? Okay, we need the full infinitive form. Question 11. Sarah went to Spain last year. So went is the past simple form of the verb go. Okay, so go is an irregular verb and the past simple form is went. And we know it is the past tense because we have last year. So this is wrong. This is wrong. Has gone. This is the present perfect. Okay, so this is the correct form. We could say Sarah has gone to Spain. So it would be the correct form, but it is not the correct use of the present perfect. Okay, because we do not use the present perfect to describe a specific time in the past. No, we use the past simple to describe an action at a specific time in the past. Specific time is last year. So that is why this is wrong. So this is not right. Okay, it's the correct form, but it is not the correct use of the present perfect because we have this, a specific time in the past. Okay, so if you put answer D there, that is wrong. It's a very common mistake. And finally, question 12. Again, we have a dialogue here. We have a conversation. So Mark asks, whose phone is this? Jane replies, it's mine. It's mine. So mine is a possessive pronoun, first person singular. Okay, so this is wrong, this is wrong, this is a possessive adjective. And this is wrong, we don't have the word the before mine. Okay? So tell me in the comments how many correct answers you got. So that's the end of the quiz. If you liked this quiz, please share it on social media. And here are some other videos which I recommend.